Welcome, welcome. Dr. Knight here, talking to you about fasting fearlessly. Who's this for? This is for people who have perhaps you've fasted before, varying degrees of results, very successful in it. Or on the other end of the spectrum, maybe you didn't like fasting in the first place, you didn't have such good results with it. So you said, I'm never going to do this again. Well, regardless of your attitude towards fasting, we have to fast. Fast is a necessity of life. It's so important that we fast unconsciously and without thinking about it. How's that possible? Well, if you don't know already, when you're sleeping, you're fasting. So we sleep basically a quarter of our lives away, or a third of our lives away. But fasting balances the body's systems of breaking down and building up. These processes are happening all the time. When we're awake, typically very active, our body is breaking down. When we're resting and sleeping, our body is, for the most part, building up, restoring, regaining its energy. Just think of a boxer or someone who's working high energy. They have to rest after a period of time because they expend their energy, and they have to take periods of rest to restore and regain their energy back. For the longest time, I owned a electric power drill, and I'd avoid repairing the fence because I would have to have a long extension cord to reach in the backyard to repair the fence. Recently, I got a handheld battery-operated drill, and although it's not as powerful as the electric, I've been wanting that thing for a long time. And now I have to recharge the batteries. The body is the same thing. It makes ATP, its own source of energy. The energy is the gas that powers all the different processes in our bodies. Millions of processes go on per second in our bodies, and it's vital to our health and well-being. Without it, we wouldn't be able to function in it too well for very long. The spectacular health that we have built in. And by learning to utilize fasting, you can help build your life and health to an amazing level. And fasting can become a lifestyle that you engage in. There's no cost. You can do it at any time you want. And very powerful means of rebuilding the body towards spectacular health. So join me in this journey of fasting. I'm going to employ vast knowledge that I've had an experience in developing a lifestyle of fasting since the early 90s, and I hope and I wish for you the positive results that fasting brings and the benefits you can enjoy for your health, for you and your family. Look to part 2, which we will go over the foundation principles of fasting and how we can look at changing the outlook for fasting to become more approachable, more meaningful, and so that we can engage in it much more effectively.